license bill. The ACLU has long supported it. The ACLU was involved back in 2000 during the discussions that took place with the DMV and the Department of Administration. Its time has come. I really can't improve upon all that Representative Williams has said. There are numerous safeguards in place in this bill. It's been very carefully crafted to address concerns that have been raised over the years. Now is the time, and we hope that you'll give it favorable consideration.
I have one more on the licensing legislation. First thing that comes to mind is self-registration. When I see this, some sort of self-registration IDs themselves are going to be unique and separate from a standard driver's license, which is going to, in essence, self-identify someone who's potentially undocumented. And again, it's the first thing that comes to mind. Is there anything, any legislation, anything that protects anybody who would apply to this program if passed from, say, having a federal judge issue a warrant, a list, identifying the fact that this legislation is specifically passed for undocumented?
Well, yes, there is. I mean, you're right. I mean, clearly that is the impetus behind the legislation. But anybody can obtain one of these licenses, and a number of people will be obtaining them based on real ID laws. So a number of citizens who do not want to or are not able, for whatever reason, to meet all the standards they have to meet in order to get a real ID compliant license. So I think you will find not just undocumented immigrants, but others taking advantage of this bill or this law, hopefully. So it cannot be treated as, well, if anybody has this particular license, it means they're undocumented. In addition, there is language in the bill that specifically prohibits discrimination against individuals simply because they have this license, this type of license. So I think between those two things, it goes very far in protecting individuals, and I do think you will see a mix of people taking advantage of the law.
Just a little more on it. Is there anything that precludes automobile insurers from adjusting their rates to account for the fact that, I mean, our automobile insurance companies are required now to insure people with this type of license if this were to pass?
Well, I'm not sure if they're required to insure anybody.
I know vehicles are definitely required to be insured. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, yes, this requires, an individual who gets this license has to meet all the standards for a regular license.
And is there
including having insurance.
Is there anything that precludes automobile insurers, if someone comes to, say, State Farm and says, well, State Farm doesn't issue them around anymore, but say Allstate, and says, I'd like to get a license, I'd like to get insurance for my car, and then they show this as form of identification, is there anything that stops them from issuing the coverage?
There could be. I think one could make a legitimate claim that if they deny individuals insurance solely based on the fact that they have this particular license, I think one could make a disparate impact claim that it's discriminatory in its effect, and an insurer could be held liable.
I'd just like to add to that green is green and insurance companies are in for the money. So I don't think they care. And the capitalist society and competition, somebody will give them insurance.
Actually, that's in other states that have passed these bills. There are insurance companies that come out in support of it. And again, it's what Representative Williams said. This is a safety issue. Let's have these people are on the roads. Let's make sure they've gone through the training, they've gotten insurance. We're all better off for it.